Hey there, grade 7. Welcome to another exciting edition of Mr. V Teaches Math. And so today we're going to be looking at order of operations with fractions. I know that we've had some practice using that, but we've used it all with whole numbers. So now I'm going to try and really confuse you and throw in some fractions into those questions. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to try and confuse you. I'm going to try and help you out with this stuff. We're going to be remembering to use BEDMAS, brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, to solve order of operation questions which happen to involve fractions. So, let's go through a problem together. Often, when you win a contest winners are asked to solve a skill testing question. And it looks often something like this. This is just one that I found. It's half of 36 plus 8 minus 4 squared divided by 2. So you'll notice that there's a fraction in there. You'll notice that there is some division and some exponents, and this of means times, as it says here. So we need to remember our order of operations. And I'll just write it out here so we can have it for handy reference. Okay, so this is brackets. This is exponents, this is division, this is multiplication, this is addition, and subtraction. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone through and done it for you. The 1/2 can stay the same. Of means times. Put the 36 over 1, because this now becomes a fraction multiplication question. And then plus 8 minus 4 squared divided by 2. So I've started the process. So what happens is now, there's no brackets, but there is an exponent that I'm going to do. I'm going to do this sort of the long way, guys. I solve the exponent, so 4 squared is 16 because it's 4 times 4. Then what I can do is I can do all my multiplication and division in one line. So 1/2 times 36 over 1 is 36 over 2. What I could have done is do some cross canceling. Because 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 36 divided by 2 is 18. So I could have actually gotten to this step much quicker, but 16 divided by 2 just becomes 8. So what I'm left with here, once I've done that stuff, is I have 18 plus 8 minus 8. Well, that plus 8 minus 8 just cancels out, and I'm left with 18. I went through that really quickly, and I had it already written out, so I'm going to actually get a chance to go through and write out some problems with you guys. Now, so I'm going to go through 3 problems with you, and hopefully that helps you out with understanding order of operation questions involving fractions. So they kind of get increasingly difficult. The first one here just has addition and subtraction. Now when I add and subtract fractions, I have to get a common denominator. And so if I look between 5, 2, and 10, my common denominator, thankfully, easily enough, is 10. Okay? So if I rewrite these fractions, that becomes 2 over 10 plus 5 over 10 minus 1 over 10 when I rewrite and restate those fractions all out of 10. What I can do then is just add and subtract my numerators. So 2 plus 5 is 7 minus 1 is 6 over 10. And then I can simplify that down to 3 over 5. So when I add and subtract those 3 fractions, this is where I end up. Now here, I have multiplication and I have a bracket with a subtraction inside the bracket. Again, I'm going to keep all my equal signs lined up. This 2/3 stays the same. Multiplication stays the same. This becomes 2/8 minus 1/8, common denominator method, right? So my next line is 2/3 times 1/8, because I've subtracted 1/8 from 2/8. Then I can do my multiplication. Actually, I can actually cross cancel first. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and then boom, like that. So 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12, which is my answer. So on to this one, which is 1/3 of 7 plus 8 plus 4 squared minus 2. So this 1/3 is going to stay the same. The of becomes a times. And then this is 7 plus 8 plus 4 squared. I'm going to do this the long way again. So the 1/3 stays the same. The bracket's here, so it's times 15. And then that exponent is 16 minus 2. Put that over 1 actually. I can do some cross-canceling with my multiplication here. That becomes a 1, and that becomes a 5. So 1 over 1 times 5 over 1 just becomes 5, because it becomes 5 over 1, which is simplified down. Then it's plus 16 minus 2. So that's 5 plus 16 is 21, minus 2 equals 19. Okay? And so there are a couple problems to help you out understanding order of operations using fractions.